bad, but there's not. What? There's not much else you. What is up, you guys? It's Dokkan here with another goddamn Dossier video. Well, actually, with another Spirit Detective video. And today, as you guys could see, we are actually playing Killer. And you guys might also notice that. Is my sounds working? Yes, it is. You might also notice that we have English names in the game, which means yes, I am in fact on the global version because well, let's just say I don't really know how to say it, but I mean I'm gonna just outright say it. I'm about to. I don't want to use bullying, but I kind of wanted to play games as Killer, and I need to get a video out by today. But unfortunately for me, ain't no one is on the Chinese version. So fighting a game is... Oh, you're AFK, so I won't hit you. Oh, never mind, you're not. Oh, you should have stayed AFK. Now I'm gonna hit you. Okay, unless I just miss all my fucking shits for no reason. Anyways, I was gonna play Killer on the Chinese version, but unfortunately, it is, I think, around 3 a.m. in China right now. So there's only like 50 people playing the game, and getting into the game takes fucking 5 million years. So what we're gonna do instead is I'm just gonna hop on global and play as Killer. And wow, I did not know you could actually jump over this. But a couple things to talk about though. Okay, can you just die? Thank you, please. Yo, why is that Chingon still here? Anyways, a couple things to talk about. First off, well, it has been around. How long has it been? I think, bro, what are you doing? It has been about like a week since the game came out, or the game on global came out, or Spirit Detective came out. Can I speak correctly, please? God damn, it's a. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, but I probably should go a little easy just because these players are new, but. But then, I mean, I should not have. I should have just waited until the. Oh my. Yeah, there's gonna be a massacre. Fuck. I kind of feel bad, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'll just keep chasing this guys. Anyways, it's been about a week since the global version came out, and with that being said. I have seen a lot of mixed review about the game, or a mixed thoughts about the game. And first off, it would seem as the majority of players in this game think killers are broken as fuck, like they're like the most unbalanced shit. Which, you know what, I perfectly agree. I 100% agree that killers are really strong in this game. But although killers are really strong, I will say, I think the game is unbalanced as of right now. I still do think it is. If you guys have watched any of my streams or other YouTube videos, I will always say that as of right now, this game is unbalanced. But again, this game. Okay. How do I say this? Well, people are making this game to be really, really unbalanced, which it is, but. Personally, for me, once you start getting the hang of the game, you start to see how less it is, how less unbalanced it is, like how more and more balanced it is. Now, that might sound crazy, like Donka, what are you talking about? Like fucking mermaid, like fucking ults me and I die, or like fucking demon ults me and I die and I can't do shit. Well, again, I know a lot of other people have said it, but I'm gonna say it as well. This game is not a beginner-friendly game. If you play Survivor, it is... Honestly, even if you play Killer, this game is not a beginner-friendly game. There's a lot of, like, stuff you need to know. But the main important thing, the reason why Killers are so strong in this game is just simply because the fact that you have an in-game voice chat. Survivors have an in-game voice chat. Now, I'll use Dead by Daylight as an example here, but... For example, Dead by Daylight... Killers are more balanced in that game, in my opinion. Killers are more balanced, but in this game, killers are way more unbalanced. just simply because the fact that the devs, I feel like the devs knew how strong an in-game mic for survivors would be. Because again, like, has anyone ever played Dead by Daylight, but with a full squad of 5 people? Because I would imagine that would be like or not pretty easy, but like, you know, like a slugfest. Like, it's much easier than how it usually is. And I'm pretty sure when the survivors thought of adding the in-game voice chat, they knew how much of a threat it would be to killers, so therefore they made killers stronger. Because again, I don't know, like, I don't know if it's even an opinion, but the fact that I'm pretty sure everyone knows that communication is the most important thing in any single competitive game. Like Overwatch. Imagine Overwatch didn't have an in-game microphone. Imagine, okay, well, League does have or doesn't have an in-game microphone, but imagine League of Legends didn't have an in-game chat feature or pings. You know what I'm saying? Communication is so important. That's why I remember, well, I don't play League anymore, but I remember when I did and I was doing rank Q, there would always be players that are like, join my Discord and let's fucking communicate, you know what I'm saying? Because again, communication is so important. That's why the devs just made killers the way they are, just simply because the fact that killers or that survivors have communication. Honestly, dude, you remember there was a video where I was starting to think where I think it was the what video was it? I don't know. It was a video a while back, but I remember in the ending I said that I did my normal outro, but I said it was like fuck. Can I stop starting? It was like, what was it? This dog quack here actually thinking that killers are like broken as fuck or some shit. And I'm signing out this bitch. Or not killers are broken. I said like something like, this dog quack here thinking that Survivor is actually unbalanced as fuck, and I'm signing out. Because honestly, I really did. I too used to think that killers in this game were way too unbalanced, that GKD needed to fix a patch or like roll out a patch to show that like, or to like nerf the killers, because honestly they were way too strong. But here's the thing, I don't play on the global versions, so I don't have access to the microphone. I play in the Chinese version. Like, I do have access to the microphone, but I can't understand Chinese. That's why I couldn't, you know, I also thought killers were broken because I couldn't take advantage of the communication. But one time I got into a party with five Chinese people, and that like knew some amount of English, which enabled me to communicate. And I shit you guys not, I went against this warlord that kept beating me over and over and made me actually think like, man, warlord is actually broken as fuck. And then I got into a party of 5 with them, and I shit you guys not, we fucking crushed that warlord with utter ease. Like, it was, I actually started to feel a little bad, because again, that's just how important communication is. I went from losing every game to this fucking guy, and then winning, crushing, like utterly crushing my first game again against that guy, just simply because of the fact that I had more information and stuff like that. Again, the microphone is so important for survivors. That's why they made killers the way they are. But am I saying that killers are balanced? No, no way am I not. I am not saying killers are balanced in any shape or form. I still think killers are unbalanced, but I do not believe that killers are as unbalanced as people say they are. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people say that mermaid is unbalanced, which I just simply, let me correct it. I'm seeing people make it that mermaid is the #1 killer in the game, which I wholeheartedly disagree. Hold on, I have to burp. I just fucking ate. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Don Quack, if you're editing this video and you hear that shit, cut that shit out, thanks. Anyways, I'm seeing a lot of people say that mermaid is the most unbalanced, broken piece of shit in this game, which I, once again, wholeheartedly disagree. I swear, the #1 spot in this game will forever be cemented from the ribbon girl, Sukubai. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I'm gonna just say Sukubai. It's a ribbon white lady girl. And I'm not gonna go into it too much, but here, I'm seeing a lot of people complain that when Mermaid drops her ult, her whirlpool, you can't do anything. That's not true. You could do a lot. Wait, since when could I? Wait, killers could open this shit? Oh, wow, I actually had no idea. Anyways, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that when Mermaid drops her ult, you can't do anything in the game anymore. Like, you're dead. You can't do shit, which is... I just completely disagree. Honestly, wait, no, not like that. I disagree, but in some scenarios. I agree that Mermaid's ult, you can't do shit if she drops it in a place here, like this. Let's say right here. Right here. Actually, no, this is not a good example. Even in this room, we'd still be fine. Mermaid's ult is only good and is mainly like hard to counter if you use it in a room like this. Like let's say there's a door right here, right? Let's say there's a door right here, and then it's just this room, and then this leads outside. If I was in this room and Mermaid used her ult, then of course I'm toast, because you can't dash jump away. You know what I'm saying? You can't do shit. But if she uses it in an outdoor area, like even something like I don't know, like let's say over there. If she uses it over there, then you'll be perfectly fine. Again, I don't know if people know, but if your character has a dash, just dash. But if your character doesn't have a dash, that's still fine. All you have to do is just do the, what do people call it? The ninja flip? The ninja flip. You guys know the hold shift jump to do the dash jump? It's kind of like a fighting game where you do like dash jumps. But yeah, all you have to do is do that and you'll be out in no time. If she uses it in an outdoor area. If she uses it in a compact area, you're fucked. Like there's not much you could really do. But other than that, that's pretty much the counter to Mermaid. She's not the most completely broken killer in the game. Honestly, this might like be controversial or like trigger a lot of people, but if I'm gonna be completely honest, I actually don't even think Mermaid's within the top 3. Honestly, I'm not even sure if she's within top 5. Mermaid is just like... Hold on, let me talk about another thing besides Mermaid after. So, what, in my opinion, everyone's complaining about the whirlpool, but in my opinion, the thing that makes Mermaid the strongest is just simply the fact that, or it's her bubbles, pretty much. Her bubbles are pretty strong. Yeah, I'll let you finish just because I'm nice. Her bubble is... What? Come on, bruh. I'll let you... Okay, whatever. Her bubbles... If once you start learning how to dodge them, a Mermaid is actually... I don't want to say weak, but... She's not that bad. Because unless... I do think right now there is a problem with Mermaid that GKD needs to fix. And wait, hold on. Let me actually... Is my... Okay, yeah, my volume is... Hold on, let me check my volume and everything. Please tell me my mic... Okay, anyways. So, you guys know how Mermaid can drop bubbles? So, let's say Mermaid dropped a bubble between this door, right? And then I can't... If a survivor tries to pop that bubble, the bubble that's between these doors, they can't do that. Just because the game will always prioritize opening and closing the door first before anything else. Like, if there's a pigeon in between the doors, you can't pick up the pigeon because the game will prioritize the door. If there's an item on the ground, you can't pick up the item because the game will prioritize the door. If there's a bubble in between the door, you can't pop the bubble just because there's the game will prioritize the door. I think that right now, I think it's not a bug, but it's an unintentional thing that GKD didn't realize when they made changes to the door. Because doors used to function differently until they changed it. But until they fix that, I'm pretty sure that shit actually isn't intentional. I'm pretty confident. But until they fix that, then I will think that Mermaid is strong just simply because of the fact that you can't pop those bubbles. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure that shit's not intentional. So that's why... that's the only reason why I think Mermaid's even remotely any good right now, to be honest. But her whirlpool, not that bad. Her bubbles, pretty bad at first. And until you learn how to like counter them, you know what I'm saying? You know that doesn't work, right? You can't repair something while being invisible. Where's the other guy? I guess I'll start mooring some people. Yeah, I'll moor this guy first. But what else is there? Is there any other? I don't see much people complain about mermaids. I don't see much people complain about mermaids like tsunami waves, so I won't say too much on that. I will say, Another thing that makes mermaid strong is sometimes array spawns in room with a 1-door entrance, which you're fucked if that happens, because you will never be able to repair that room then, because mermaid could just put a bubble at the door and then you're trapped inside. You can't do anything. But the counter to that is just, well, don't repair any arrays that are in a 1-door room, which again seems bad. It is bad, but there's not. There's not much else you... Huh? She's probably hella confused. There's not much else you could really do. Because I know on the alleyway map, the earth array spawns inside the, spawns inside this one room that only has a 1-door entrance. And if that happens, you cannot repair it, or else you'll be fucked. What else is there about mermaid that makes her... Wow, this game... Wow, I've kind of made this game go pretty long, actually. Wow, I did. Okay, I need to end this game quick. Where... Who's hiding? Yeah, let me end this game quick here. Okay, I kind of feel bad, but I did let them play a little bit, so it should be fine. Alright, die, bitch. Alright, where's the last guy at? Wasn't he hiding in a bush? It's hiding in a... Oh, there he is. Why are you hiding in a bush? Whatever. Alright. I guess that's it for this game. Is there... there's not much else to really talk about in this game, I guess. Again, I do feel a little bad for... Well, I don't want to say bullying, but this is what it is. This is basically bullying. But I kind of want to play killer. And I don't really want to play with the newbies as survivors. I'll see you guys in game number 2. Alright, my mingos. We are back with game number 2. Now, 14 minutes has passed, I believe, so we should still have a decent amount of time in this game. But there's another thing I also really want to talk... Actually, hold on. Let me just wrap up my thoughts on killers being broken. Why did someone dodge? Or leave? Let me just wrap up my thoughts about killers being broken. So, I'll give them some time to set up. So I'll just wait somewhere. I kind of feel bad just bullying them right away. So I'll just hide in the bathroom, I guess. Anyways, so I'll just wait in here for a second. But so global players, just wrap up my thoughts. You guys may think mermaid is broken, but again, just after some enough time playing against her and learning, you'll start realizing that she's not the worst. There's definitely, I'm not saying she's weak, but there's way better options. Let me start killing people. Oh wow, what the hell? There's just way better options, but moving forth, I want to also talk about the opposing side of this game, because people, for some reason, I've also been seeing people believe and say that that killers are actually way beyond weak, which, like, okay, if you guys are watching this video and you're saying killer is weak, I'm sorry, but this is gonna sound harsh, but you're just not playing correctly. That's pretty much it. That sounds harsh, but yeah, I don't really know what else to say. You're just not playing correctly. You like, here, I'm noticing some people say imitator, or like some killers, like, let's say imitator for example. I'm seeing some people say imitator is weak, which actually I don't blame them, just simply because I also played imitator, and I'm not gonna lie, he's actually hard as fuck, because he's a really slow killer, like unbelievably slow, and no map pressure, until you get the hang of his 2 ability, his crawl ability. I know a lot of people are gonna have troubles with his crawl ability, because it's really hard to use, because in the most part, you go in a straight line. But trust me, it's a really fucking good ability. And that ability alone makes him a fucking juggernaut beast on the Chinese version. Like, to this day, I still don't know what's the counter to the crawl ability, because, again, the people on the Chinese version just fucking make him look like utter beast. But who else? Here, I'll use the Devil Lady as another example. I'm seeing some people... Okay, this is a little crazy, but I'm seeing some people say the Devil is like one of the weakest, or like the weaker side of killers, which honestly, again, this is gonna sound harsh, but you're just doing something wrong. You're not using her to the utmost potential. I'm seeing some people say that her hat hitbox is way too small, and if I'm not gonna lie, if you guys have watched my streams or my YouTube videos, I think her hat hitbox is fucking weird as fuck. Cause sometimes I swear I'm dodging them and I'm not. It's weird. It's really weird. But I'll let him get an earth. But what else? People are saying her hat is small. What else is there? I don't really know what else. Anyone saying? I don't know. Let me think. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't know. I'm saying people say hat is weak, but again, you're just doing something wrong. Practice more, then you'll eventually get the hang of her and see how utterly, like, strong she is. People may also be using the devil lady wrong, because she's a good chaser, but what makes her strong, like potentially the number 2 strongest killer is, well, actually, arguably the number 2 strongest killer. It's just because she has so much map pressure. Like, her pressure on the map is crazy, because, especially on a 2-floor map. Like, I actually think Devil is the strongest killer in the game when you're playing on this map. Just because she could teleport between each floor, back and forth, without any, well, there's a cooldown, but during her teleport, there's no cooldown for her teleport. But who else is there? I think I did see someone say Warlord was weak, which I also disagree. He's pretty strong. Just, again, most of the killers in this game... Oh, hold on. I don't know if you guys know Soro. I know Soro's gonna be watching this video, but, again, this game is not... This is from him, by the way, so I'm gonna quote him. This game will not hold your hand. You have to go out of your way to learn everything yourself. To learn what works, what doesn't, and things like that. Like, this is not a game like Dead by Daylight, where you just go in and you're like, oh, I see Survivor, let me chase them and left click. No. Like, Devil, she's all about mind games. You can't just mindlessly chase someone. You have to think. You have to think what's their next move. You have to think where they're going. You have to, like, plan, like, do I camp at where they're going, or do I keep chasing them? Because, again, her footsteps and her ultimate makes it a complete mind game. So does her teleport. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's get some smoke. Oh, also, guys, don't play Attacker. Attacker is like the weakest killer in the game. Because, as you guys can see, there's really not much she could really do here. Because, again, Attacker is very weak, weak survivor. Actually, the weakest, my bad. Yeah, or Attacker is the weakest survivor, so don't play Attacker. Just a quick heads up. But anyways, what else is there? Okay. Now, going with that out of the way, I guess that just wraps up my idea. If you think Killer is weak as fuck in this game, you're just doing something wrong. And that's not an insult, I'm just saying the truth. But what else is there? Now, you know, this video is kind of getting long. I kind of want this to be a 20-minute video. Or no longer than 22 or something, so I'll just kill this guy, I guess. But, let me go on to my next thought. Now, I do agree that Killer is strong. So, I'm seeing a lot of people say, how do we nerf killers? I'm seeing some people say, like, Yang Shilong shouldn't be able to juggle you to death in one hit, which I also agree, actually. That is something I agree. Yang should not be able to do that. But I wouldn't say that's Yang's strongest, I wouldn't say that's what makes Yang broken. Oh my god. I wouldn't say that's what makes Yang broken. Holy shit, these fucking burp. Oh, I shouldn't have ate hella food. Anyways. I'm seeing other people saying, like, Spider, like, it's too OP late game because she sets up way too much and you can't do anything. Now, a lot of people are saying we should nerf Killer's abilities. But here's my idea. This is just my thoughts. Coming from a player that has played the game for a while. I truly don't think that... Or, okay, for some cases, but I think for majority... I think for majority, we don't have to even touch, Killer's, the Killer's kit. I've been saying this for a while, but all GKD needs to do is just simply up the cooldown on Killers. I said it before, but, like, Spider shouldn't be able to use her ultimate twice in one chase. Who else? Mermaid shouldn't be able to use her ult twice in one chase. Warlord shouldn't be able to use his ult twice in one chase. Demon shouldn't be able to use his ult twice in one chase. These ultimate abilities are the strongest abilities, but yet they're on such a... They're not on a long... Or they're not long enough. And that's what I'm saying. They're not short, but because they're so strong, they're not long enough. Like, I'll use League as an example again. Like, what's a broken ult in that game that's really strong? I don't know, like, let's say Shen's ult. That's the first one that comes to mind. Shen's ult is so good, and everyone knows it. So what do? They make the cooldown long as fuck. But in this game, like, let's say Warlord's ult. Like, Warlord's ult, if you're within range, you're pretty much fucked. It's a super powerful ult. But yet, the devs make it on such a short cooldown, which I don't like. What's another one? Actually, that's pretty much all I could really think of. I mean, Ribbon Girl's ult could also be used twice in one chase as well, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. You know, maybe this video was too short. Yeah, I won't say much. Anyways, that's my ideas. We should just up the scaling, or up the timer on Killer's cooldowns, because as of right now, I truly do believe they are way too short, and they need to nerf that shit. Honestly, not even that. The fact, again, Killers have 4 abilities, which just makes them way stronger than Survivors, so upping the cooldown on all of them would be pretty nice, but I think, just for now, as long as they up the cooldowns on the ultimates, I think it'll be fine. But, what else is there? Oh, let me also tell you guys another thing. So, you guys might be wondering, how the fuck am I able to see that person right now? Like, am I cheating? No, I'm not cheating. So, this is pretty stupid. Like, I truly do think this is stupid, but I understand why GKD did it. So, when you're the last survivor in the game, like, let's say, like you see how this is the only survivor in the game, everyone else either DC'd or left? Killers actually have vision on you at all times. Which, let me just start off with the reason. Basically, the reasoning is, I'm pretty sure before or something, like, the last survivor would just hide and keep the killer hostage. Which is obviously not fun. But, you know, it's kind of like, damn, well, there goes all my hope of winning the game. And again, I can see why people complain about it. And personally as well, I would also complain about it. Because let's say you're like fucking 1 repair away from winning the game, and then you just need to you play it perfectly. You wait until the killer gets on the other side of the map, and then you repair the last needed repair array. But you can't do that, because the killer will always have vision on you. Which sucks, but again, the reason is just simply because of the fact that sometimes survivors will keep the killer hostage. Which is not fun or fair to the survivor. I'll keep letting her... I'll play with her a bit more, since I do want this video to be a bit longer. Also, Diva could do this, by the way. Dude, look how cool this shit is. You just do like a slow walk. It's pretty dope. Also, you can open doors and interact with shit, which is pretty nice. Anyways, let me also talk about... I think that's pretty much it, though. I really want to talk about... That's mainly the thing that I've been seeing people on the... people complain about. Just the fact that killers are way too strong in this game. Actually, let me end this game. I'm pretty sure this is approaching 23, 25 minutes. But let me also say one more thing. We should be getting a new update very, very soon. Which means, yes, the Dracula killer is coming. Or the vampire killer. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I am quite excited for that. I can't wait to see the bullshit that GKD does with the vampire killer. But once he does come out, I will be streaming my live reaction on Twitch, showing my live reaction, and I also will be recording it to put it up on my YouTube video. But anyways, guys, this is it for today's video. This is Donquack here. I don't really know what else to say. I still do hate Spider's clone ability, because I still do think it's the most bullshit shit in the game. That shit is actually something that GKD should fix and adjust. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But anyways, guys, this is Donquack here, always hating Spider's clone ability. And I'm signing out this bitch. Y'all motherfuckers, have a good one. Peace.